Our guest today is Professor Vadászi, whom I know for a long time. And we are colleagues in the Miskolc University Earth Science and Engineering faculty. So may I call you Marianna?
Yes, please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now you are here because you are part of the CiRCLETECH team. And perhaps you are the first in this series who has got the highest rank in the education level. What I would like to stress that you are not only a professor, but also a mother of two teenager guys. And since being a full associate professor, also a founder of the hydrogen courses, which is a brand new line in the gas world. Everybody knows who is working in the gas. I think you should also have a very strict and precise time management to do all these tasks day by day, isn't it?
Yes. Firstly, I would like to thank the invitation for being here. It's a great honor for me. Yes, I'm a mother of two kids, two boys, and maybe it's a challenge for a woman life to grow up children. Maybe bigger challenge to being here in the university as a teacher or researcher. Yes, I have a strict schedule in my life, obviously. I'm lucky because my sons help a lot in the household, so I can account for them in the household duties, for example, and they do all things to help me in my work and to teach young people during this hydrogen course. So I'm really happy and lucky for this. As I mentioned, I have a strict schedule. Every morning I plan my day, what to do, how to do this, but sometimes a little bit, there is a little disturbance in this schedule, so I have to reorganize these things. Sometimes I lose my control, but it's not a problem. Then I think about all the planned work, and later I do from the beginning.
How does it say the GPS? Rescheduling?
Yes,
rescheduling. Yes.
Yes.
So when whoever imagines a professor of petroleum engineering, at least myself, I would imagine a middle-aged bearded guy, and instead you are a brave young woman. Who said, "How did you choose this? Why you become a petroleum engineer?" It's not so frequent in the.
No.
Not even in this gender equality period now, but earlier it was even more strange or special.
Yes, now it's a very strange thing, or maybe a trick of my life, because I wanted to be an English and geographic teacher, but it failed the exam, so I had to choose another B plan. So this plan was the University of Miskolc, the Faculty of Mining and Engineering, because I studied the subject in the course, and I saw geology, underground gas storage, reservoir mechanics, hydrology, hydrogeology, and I really like these earth sciences, and I like volcanoes very much, so I decided to be something here in the mining engineering field. So I do this process, I studied a lot, and finally I am, the first degree is hydrogeology engineering, and the second one is the petroleum and gas engineer. So I decided to live diversify life in the area.
In your professional?
Yeah, in my professional, and this is why I am here, and I like this field very much.
Oh, great! I also prepared myself a little bit, and I found that you are working in the quite unorthodox side of the gas industry. So it's carbon. How does it say? CBM. Coal bed methane. Coal bed methane, CCUS. This is carbon dioxide capture and storage. What else? Okay, hydrogen. And so on and so on. These are unorthodox ways. So you are quite pioneering new lines in a very old and classical industry. So is it a brave choice or a tactical compromise, or what is the drive in this?
Yes, I think both, because we are in the same ship, in the European Union's ship, and the European Union want to be carbon-free by 2050. This means that we have to emit and capture the same amount carbon dioxide, and to reach this goal we had to do technological shifts. For example, we have to capture CO2 and to do something with this. And so the technical shift means that we should turn our way into the renewable energy, not to emit so much greenhouse gases. And one of the ways is the hydrogen, because hydrogen is a gas, not far from the methane or natural gas, but it's quite a different gas. And it has a very good behavior, because when we burn it, only emits water vapor. So yes, when we mention, or I mention coal, we have to produce hydrogen from coal. And Hungary has a hydrogen strategy, and till 2030, we have to produce more and more amount of hydrogen. Maybe two ways. Blue hydrogen, this means I use traditional fossil fuels and capture CO2. And green hydrogen, we use renewable electricity to split water. So we have to produce more and more. And I think this can be a way by Lignet, and we know all about who works with nature and mining, that Hungary has a very good resource by coal. As I mentioned, Visonta, Bükabran, and it would be very sad if the mine would be closed, because we have 100 years, we have enough coal for 100 years to produce electricity some way. We have to switch. And I mentioned two examples, if we have time. Yes. One, for example, Australia. Australia and Japan now write down that they collaborate and build a 4,000 miles value chain. Australia and Japan build a 4,000-mile value chain, which build to Lignet. So from Lignet they produce hydrogen. Then the hydrogen will be liquefied, and they inject it into a big tank and ship to Japan. Japan plans that by 2030 this hydrogen amount in their energy mix 1.5%. So it's a big amount. So when I wrote an article about the coal and hydrogen in the context of Hungary, I wanted to shake the people to think about, because we have enough lignite and maybe a little technological shift we could produce. And now we couldn't emit so much greenhouse gas, but it needs. And I want to highlight that independence from import is very important. And the first place we can independence by domestic energy carrier or energy source. And we have a lot of lignite. So, and the other example, for example, and the other example is the Dakota Gas Company in the USA. They have been producing for 25 years syngas, which contains a big amount of hydrogen, and they don't let emit the CO2, they capture, and by pipeline they use it for the Saskatchewan Canadian oil field reservoir to enhance oil. So this is the other way to use CO2 and not to emit. So this is these are two examples. It's very remarkable, I think.
Yes. It's true. We are very much back behind. One more point, which I just learned a month ago, that there is a so-called golden hydrogen, which is the naturally origined geological hydrogen, which is just ahead of us. We might look after this is a little bit more than the white hydrogen, which is produced. Any good news about this golden hydrogen?
Yes, the first important news is the price of this kind of hydrogen, because as I've studied the reports, they say that $1 or $1.5 per kilogram hydrogen, the dollar. So it's
good news.
Yes, it's very good news, because now in Hungary we can't say the price of the green hydrogen, because it's very difficult, very expensive to produce this kind of hydrogen.
And for $3, I would buy 2 kilograms of hydrogen.
Yes, I would buy too. But firstly, we should buy Toyota Mirai to tank.
But it's difficult to keep it, no?
Yes, but
difficult to
God
keep.
knows who knows later.
This is for CiRCLETECH. So how can this hydrogen idea and strategy coupled to the CiRCLETECH?
Yes, because the CiRCLETECH's main goal to see the sustainability, the circulate economy, I think, and in the industry of oil and gas, the circularity gives the underground storage. In Hungary, there are 5 underground storages, but in the world, there are a lot of. And the first storage system was created in 1916 in Canada too, and a year later in the USA. They used this depleted gas field to reach higher amount gas. The first Hungarian gas storage system was built in the 60s years, and almost 50 years we have to do this underground gas storage. And the hydrogen goes to this story very well, because gas, as I mentioned, but we have to examine a lot of things with this storage system. Because naturally the hydrogen is very little, very small.
Small molecule.
Yes, very small molecule. And it fits everywhere.
Not like carbon dioxide, because
carbon dioxide,
it's big.
Yes, it's big, and methane. So in Hungary we have methane reservoirs, and when we inject hydrogen, maybe the hydrogen can emit or split through faults and other little cracks.
So the tightness is not similar?
Maybe we have to examine it, and I'm very proud because in another project we built an equipment, so we will be able to examine little rock samples to see the porosity, permeability, and how the rock behave when I mix hydrogen into the methane flow. So we have to see and model the underground reservoir system, because there are high temperature, high pressure, very range salinity water, and there are a lot of bacteria underground which react with hydrogen and very like hydrogen, and not to release hydrogen. So we have to examine to build an economically and safety system of hydrogen, underground hydrogen storage.
So this is how the English song says, it is a long way to Tipperary. It is not so easy, not so easy. But finally, thank you very much for this beautiful cross-section of this unorthodox gas industry. But in your introduction, it was present that you would like to go to the Vesuv and Etna and see the volcanoes. And myself, I am rather a solid mineral guy, so I was very happy to see this. Could you achieve this, or still planning?
Yeah, no, not planning. I have the tickets to Catania. So in July we are going to Catania this year, yes. I have a detailed program. First we go to Stromboli, and then during
Sleepover in Stromboli?
Yes. No, not on the mountain, because the rules are very strict. Yes, and we can only climb 400 meters with guided tours only.
With guided tours only.
Guided tours only, and after the Etna, Alcantara-sur-Doc, and it's very nice, and I hope my kids will like this.
Unforgettable.
For me.
Marianna, thank you very much for this interview, and I hope we will continue when the hydrogen industry will be full in practice. We will continue in this industry.
Yes. Thank you very much, but I have another plan with this, because to start and build this hydrogen economy, it's very important to be experts in hydrogen. So I'm planning to widen this education for an MSc students with foreign universities to build a double degree diploma, 1 year in Hungary, University of Miskolc, 1 year, for example, another CiRCLETECH university. And if we link together, we could be together a higher level of education of hydrogen.
So it's very important.
And yes, I think...
because nobody can be wise enough only independently here in Hungary or in Japan or in Australia. We are a big global village.
Yes, so that I'm planning, and thank you very much for being here, and
thank you so much.
To see how the hydrogen economy